Do you think it was rigged?
Of course.
Absolutely.
You can't sit up here.
How do you think they rigged it?
Willie D. Live.
You know, technology is something else, man. Technology is something else. And you know, it's every time Donald Trump says it, then you got to believe when he always says they cheated, he literally
cheated.
Talking about himself.
Yeah, right. He projects a lot.
He definitely projects. You know, it's ironic, and the thing about it is, all of a sudden, it happens, and it's always so poetic. I will never. Barack Obama played golf all the time. I'll never play golf. Being Hillary Clinton hit all of the. She was operating from her own personal phone. Pete Hegseth, you know, sending out personal, you know, information about military strategy on his own personal phone using some silly app. It always happens that way. He projects, and so he said, Russia, find those. He was telling us out loud, and Donald Trump literally says it, and then the Republicans and the media always says he really didn't mean that, because he said at one rally they stole the election on this and on this date, but we rigged it and we won. He said that.
Yeah. Well, at this point, he could say anything. It really doesn't matter what he says. He can insult his base and they would still vote for him. That's how much he got them swinging from his rotten scrotum. He could insult his base and they would still vote for him.
I don't know why I have not heard you say what his daddy should have did, and
his mama should be embarrassed, and his daddy should have pulled out. Absolutely. I think you pumped the brakes on a statement you were about to make, and you allowed me to go ahead. You yielded to me earlier, but I can't remember. Can you remember what it was that you wanted to say?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Is there anything that you like to share with the people besides the fact that you are going to run for the 18th congressional district?
I am truly excited. And
we need somebody that the people trust, man. That the people are familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about being familiar with me, Willie. That's what I want to tell you, man. It's not about being familiar with me. It's about being familiar with my work. It's about being.
That's
familiar
why I started off with trust.
With the success that I have had. There have been plenty of people that have been in office that, you know, again, it doesn't mean that they've done anything. And I don't want this to be a popularity contest. I want you to judge me based on the work that I have been able to demonstrate. I am that doctor that is literally telling you this is not going to be an easy process. Showing up is not should not be the check mark. Oh, well, he always here. He always come to the church. He always come to the... Showing up is just not enough. You have to show up and be substantive. You have to have a plan. You have to, and so again, brother, if people like the plan that I have, Jarvis, what are you going to do for the 18th? Got to have a plan. And that plan is to make sure the 18th gets money. Why are we not focused on infrastructure, housing, education, and business? Those are the only 4 areas that we need to focus on. And there's a lot that goes in there. Please don't come back and go, he ain't say nothing about religion. He ain't say nothing about the churches. It all fits in that. But we first got to deal with the tangibles of infrastructure, housing, education, and business.